Smash that like button, guys. It really helps my channel to grow. Let's get this video started. What up, though? It's your boy Form, and as you can see, we are back on that ranked match grind. Today, I'm bringing you guys some back-to-back gameplays with the Cowboys and the Rams, my arch nemesis teams. I hate playing these teams because they possess the most dominant X factors on the game. I'm talking about Zeke Elliott, Gurley, Lawrence, and Donald. And this video today is based on how to take X factors out of the game. Now, as you see coming out, we already know what he wants to do. He wants to pound the ball with the Cowboys. And I myself feel like I have very, very stout run D, so I lock up that run. He's going to go to the pass in this formation I've seen a million times, so I already know where I need to be with my user and my adjustments. So right now, all I'm worried about is those two tight ends on the inside as I lurk him something nasty with Wagner. And you know what? Let me get on this horse, and we taking this one back to the crib. I already know out of that ace formation that those two inside tight ends run really deep post route, not post routes, but corner routes. So I really wanted to take those out of the equation. And I knew once I took those out of the equation, the rest of it, everything else will take care of itself. So he's coming back out in that same formation. I'm not giving him the same defensive look as I was before because he switched formations. As right there, he tries to throw that same corner route as we break him up. And here he comes out in a trips look. Once he motioned that guy over, I'm thinking corner routes and the crossing routes as I run with that one deep crosser. I force the throw, I click on with Griffin, and I snag that too. So right here off top, I feel like we already won this game because we've done the most important thing. We forced a Cowboys user to pass the ball. And right here, he kind of threw me off because he comes out in goal line. And usually guys come out in goal line when they already feel like they lost, so they're kind of mad and trying to troll you. So I come here to block 7 because I know it's just an all-out man blitz. You send in 8 to 9 people. As I pick up the blitz, hit my check down for a nice little 15 to 20 yard gain, but he stays in goal line. So because of who I am, I feel like this is a challenge. Like I have to prove I can run on this goal line. We already know I'm going to dot it up, so I'm not really sure if this is something you run all the time or if you're trying to troll me. So right here, I hit the corner route, possession catch, get both feet down, big gain. He comes out of it right here, which I was kind of tight about because I really wanted to run on his goal line defense. But this look was a really easy look for me to run on because he was bringing his big guy, his linebacker, down in the hole. And Zeke gets strong on him for the touchdown, shrugs him off and runs it in. So we've scored, and now he's completely abandoned his run game. And that's one thing that's extremely important as we lurk the screenplay and he dumps it off. Look for that screenplay again because eventually he will catch me being overly aggressive with my user. But I feel like we've already won this game because we forced him to be a passer with the Cowboys. And for whatever reason, for a lot of Cowboys users, that is not the strength of their games. As we try to lurk that, but McDou's a little slow, but he still breaks it up. Cowboys users want to pound the ball. Once you get them to a place where they have to pass, as we force the fumble right there but don't recover it, they become really, I don't want to say trash, but they're not as effective when you force them to pass because they're depending so heavily on Zeke and that offensive line to carry him. And right there, he comes out in a fire zone, and I motion hike to get more protection, but per the usual, my guy doesn't pick up the blitz. So now I'm irritated, and he sends another blitz. And now I already know, 4 down territory, I'm going for it. No matter how stupid this may be, I'm going for it. And I know a lot of us do that, and it's not always the best habit to have as a takeoff with Russell. But if I get angry enough, I will go for it in situations where I know I'm probably not going to pick it up. So right here, I already know I'm going to look for that corner route as I motion in for more protection. He actually does pick him up. I have the corner route, but he doesn't put it towards the sideline, and then he doesn't even play the ball. He more so plays the receiver. But I'm pretty much okay with that because I know my defense is playing extremely well, and he won't be running that ball with Zeke, so I pretty much feel like I've won that matchup. Right there, you catch me being overly aggressive with my user, and he hits me with that screenplay, so and gets to 7 points with that. So I already know now I have to really watch that screenplay out of that trips look because that's something that he likes to go to on a regular basis. Right there, I come out and run just to get a few yards, and that's the key when you have those defensive linemen who have those superstar X Factor abilities. You have to put yourself in those short yardage situations. Because the longer you have to sit in the pocket to pass that ball, as I get sticky on him right there with the quick juke inside, is he going to catch me? Quick swerve to the left, swerve to the right, put his feet in mud, and we take that to the crib for 7. Just some quick stick work, man, which I'm huge on. I'm not big on juking, even though I did juke right there. I don't like juking with those lower tier running backs because it's extremely easy for you to fumble. So I'd rather just stop and go you, left or right you, and get my run game and my points that way. But like I was saying, when you face off against those defensive linemen who have those X Factor abilities, the Lawrence, Donald, Khalil Mack, what you want to do, always identify them on the football field and put a double team on them. And then with the double team, you will put 2 linemen on him, but it gives the rest of the D linemen one-on-ones with the rest of your offensive line, which I can live with because I feel like it'll give me more time in the pocket. So in these videos, that's what you'll see me do to these really, really dominant D linemen. You'll see me throw double teams on them, and you'll also see me look to stop their run game because those are the only 2 X factors that really worry me. I don't really worry about receivers with X factors because they have to get those long catches, usually 20 yards, as we strip them right there, baby. I'm in love with the hit stick and the stripped fumbles for that reason because even though it's high risk, high reward, it usually pays off a lot for me. I'll miss some from time to time as I hit him in the seams. I've seen them using at safety, so I'll just put Metcalf on the streak, precision into the inside, and possession catch it. And Metcalf really does a good job of holding on to the ball when I do throw it to him. But yeah, I really want to take these running back X factors out of the game, D lineman X factors out of the game, because receivers have to get big yardages to be effective, and I don't really give up a lot of those big yard plays. So receivers don't really worry me. Safeties don't really worry me because I don't, or corners because I don't make a lot of bad throws as he checks out right here. Unless I'm in the 5 wide, then we all know a pick is coming because that's just something that I mess around with when I'm up. But this team here proves to be a lot tougher than the Cowboys since they got Ramsey because they can play straight man-to-man defense, and Donald acts as a nano in itself. So right here, you see me setting up the run D because I already know if I want to win this game, I have to take Gurley out of the game as we do a great job wrapping him up. And something I sometimes do is I put my tackling on conservative because I feel like a lot of the times it helps me with those armbar guys, the Gurleys and the Zekes, and the jukebot guys because I don't get as many broken tackle animations. So right here, instead of running, he hits that inside streak. So now that's something I have to pay attention out of his deuce close, even though I'm really not that concerned because right here, this is all I'm concerned about. As he gets sticky on me a little bit right there, is keeping Gurley in front of me and wrapping him up. So right there, I do a really good job of playing all the routes coming across the middle and forcing him to take the short stuff. And then he switches away as I bait him right there really nicely, but I dropped the pick. I jumped on a hitch and I waited a quick second to see if that slant route was going to come across the field, and I jumped it. Watch this play right here for later in the video. That quick throw down to number 17 in the flats is something I'll pay attention to because it was something he ran on 3rd down. So we did get him to punt the ball, so now we're on offense. And you'll see whenever I pass, I'm identifying Donald. I'm throwing that double team on him because I want more protection. Right here, I motion across, and I see that the corner runs with me, so I already know his man. I put pass lead that up the field because I know that linebacker won't get that animation. And then I move right and left because I want that faster cornerback to run into the slower one just so I can get a better step on him. Because once he runs into him, it'll impede the progress and I can just keep going with Lockett. So again, we coming out. I'm just looking to stop Gurley because I know that's going to be the bulk of his offense, getting that ball to Gurley, and I'm not really worried about any other X factors as I lay the boom with him right there with Wagner. And that's the key to stopping a lot of these guys who use Cowboys and a lot of these Rams users. Just key in on the run. I know sometimes you will get burned as he come out in a a bunch formation that I hadn't seen with some routes I didn't see. So I'll come out in a base defense and then I'll adjust from there as he gets a really good block on me and he takes Wagner out of the play. And now you'll see, now you start to see me adjust as I'm getting used to what he's starting to run. He goes down to the check down. I try to strip him and get him to the ground. And now I'm starting to get comfortable with what he's running. My adjustments are getting better, and I'm starting to take things away, and I'm forcing him to hit these small checkdowns, which I'm very much okay with. Right here, he's going to go to that same play with that hitch and that slant route. So I try to bait it, and he throws that slant a little early, but Wagner is there to impede the progress. And he comes out in the bunch. I already know when I go against bunch that I'm looking strictly for that toss route. That is the best play out of bunch, and that's usually what I'm looking for as I snag him right there. He went to the verticals, it looked like, but I had that cloud flat out there, so I was able to just lurk that pretty easily as I get loose with my boy Penny. So again, as whenever I come out in the pass, I'm going to be double teaming Donald. That's another way, like I said last time, get a few yards on first down so that pass rush will not affect you as bad. And that's really my only advice for you guys, because it's going to be times where Donald is going to blast through double teams. He's going to wreak havoc in your backfield, so you have to make things as easy as you can on yourself. Right there, you see me double team Donald, but I make a crucial mistake a lot of the times when I come out and pass, because this guy did a good job of moving Donald around. As you see, Donald blasts through a double team. He puts pressure on me, and even though I have escape artists, I can't get away. And one thing I did not do a good job of finding Donald every time. Sometimes I missed him because he did a really good job of moving Donald around. And right now I know it's a blitz here, so I motion my running back over there to pick that up just to give me a little bit more time in the pocket. And well, again, Donald blasts through the double team and forces me to throw the ball up early, and now I have to punt and play defense. And that's what Donald does, man. And he's really, really, really good D-line with these X-Factor abilities. If you get into a situation where you don't get positive yards on first and second down, it makes third down harder, because the longer you have to stay in that pocket, you increase that ability of him getting that block shit and taking you down, as our own X-Factor Clowney gets pressure and takes him down. So right here, all I'm doing, I'm looking for those deep corners as he quick hikes me, but he surprises me and goes early on the run. And that's what a lot of these guys do later on in the half when you're playing these players. As he almost got loose right there, but we wrapped him up. They will run, 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 no matter how many possessions they are down. And as you see right here, he could have passed a few times. I understand running at the end of the half on that last play, but you want to at least give yourself an opportunity to get in field goal range, because I get ball at half. So essentially, he just gave me the opportunity to go up 2 possessions with no effort. Right there, I ID the mic to seal the edge, because I know this is going to be a big game. I just need the edge sealed, and I'll do the rest of the work as a boom. Cut left, boom. I'll get sticky on them left again, and I'm going to the house. If I see that you don't have a cornerback on that side, all I want to do is seal that edge and get to the outside, and then I'll do the rest of the work. Right here is the play I was telling you guys about. I'm waiting to see what he comes out in so I can pick my defense. He comes out in that wing slot with number 17 as the inside guy. I remember this play because I told you a few videos ago. Always be aware of your third down tendencies, because they'll always go back to it. It wasn't third down, but I remembered that formation, so I made a beeline for the flats. I lurk him up with Wagner, and I take it home for 7. And essentially, I put the game out of reach. He gives me a similar look, but I don't see 17 on the inside, so I'm not really worried about the flats. He throws again in the traffic. Yickums! With my boy Griffin, and then my boy Griffin is going to take it home for 7. So without even touching the ball, we scored 14 points. We put the game out of reach. We've taken Gurley out of the game now, because he has to pass to be effective, even though he'll still continue to try to run for whatever reason. And that's okay with us, because all you do is eat up clock, and you'll put this game away quicker for us, and we won't have to put in as much work on defense. As he gets a good playmaker up the field, which I'm not concerned about. Our playmakers really don't bother me like that, because I know if I just stay home with my user and don't get as aggressive, I can take it away. So he does a good job of hitting Cup. And if I'm not mistaken, that might be Cup's first catch. And even though he has the X Factor ability, he has to be able to catch that ball to activate that ability. And I feel like with my defense, I take that away from guys. So again, if you want to take away these X factors and make them non-factors, key in on the best players. Key in on that running back and D-line, because I feel like that's the only X factors in the game that really give you the most trouble. Unless you're going against a Lamar Jackson, and if you are going against a Lamar Jackson, then take your fastest linebacker who isn't a starter. If you have an 88 speed, 62 overall linebacker, then put him on the D line and just spy him all game. And right there, I bait like I'm about to leave that hitch route, and then I jump down to break up that pass on 4th down. But yeah, against a Lamar Jackson, that's all you really want to do against those X factors. There's ways to take every X factor out of the game so they do not dominate and frustrate you. Of course, I have games where Zeke gets down on me and Gurley gets down on me against some of the really better players in these ranked matches. But for the most part, I do a really good job of taking people out of their element. As you can see, I got 28 points. 14 of them come from my defense. My defense always does a really good job of getting me takeaways and putting points on the board, and then I can nullify what my opponent does. So right here, I go into the 5 wide because I'm up. And right here, I do double team. As you can see, I double team Donald. So I motion hike, and boom, he busts through, breaks up everything I was looking to do, and I throw the ball away, but it gets I ain't gonna lie, I didn't throw the ball away, man. I just threw it up for grabs because I was scared. Like, Donald busts through the double team so quick, and because I'm in 5 wide, I do not have a running back there. So I just threw it up for grabs, man. I was just seeing if one of my guys could make a play, because when I'm passing, I'm not looking at the pass rush at all. I'm making reads up the field, trying to diagnose what's out there. And so when I finally did look down, all I seen was Big 99 running at me. So I just threw it towards the back of the end zone to see what I could get, as he does a really nice job. And I do a really good job of strafing up and making that tackle instead of going for the hit stick like I usually do. And again, right here, this is that stick slant combo he's been running a lot, as he gives me a different look. But I lurk that and then go across the middle to take a away that post and force him to hit the short check down. So the game's coming to an end, guys, but I really do appreciate all the love you guys have showed. We are closing in on 1,100 subscribers in less than a month, which is incredible growth for my channel, man, and I really do appreciate everything you guys have done. Please continue to slam that like button. Recommend this to your friends so they can come check out the gameplay. As I bait him again, acting like I'm going to go left, come back right, but I get bailed out right there as my guy closes in on the tackle. But again, I really do appreciate all the love you guys have shown on the videos. You guys have been incredible. Let's continue to keep growing. Drop down in the comment section the type of videos you guys want next. If it's still some scheming with subs videos, more gameplay that I have coming for you guys. We still have the Coach Forum series coming, and anything else you guys may want to see from me, just drop it down in the comment section, man, and we'll make it happen. I really appreciate, again, all the love you show. You guys have shown some tremendous support to me and my boy Rain. We're both growing at an incredible pace as we take that in. And I just really appreciate it, man. Like, for real, I really enjoy bringing you guys content and helping the community grow scheme-wise. And it's really dope when I get messages from you guys telling me how much what I put out here on YouTube has really helped you all win games. So, as the video comes to the end, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you.